Hello everyone, welcome to the HardReset channel, and today I'm gonna show you a few tips on how to fix the battery drain on the REALME P3 5G. So the first thing that we're going to do is, I'm gonna show you the first tip, which is to update your system and apps. So we're going to firstly check what version we're on and whether we should update or not. So to do that, we're going to go to settings, then we're going to scroll down to system and updates, and here select software update. So now we're going to wait for the phone to update, for the phone to see what versions are available. And as you can see, I have a new version available that I am already downloading, but this version does some security updates, camera updates, and system updates, so fixes some known issues to improve system stability. So this software update might be useful. Make sure to press download right here to start downloading it, and just do whatever the phone tells you to do next. And the next thing that we're going to check is the apps. So we're going to go to Play Store, press on this on our account icon on the top right, then select Manage Apps and Device, press on Updates, and here we're going to check what apps need to be updated. So I have 45 apps that need to be updated, so you can just either press Update All or select what apps you want to update yourself. So once you're done that, we can move on to the next step. The next thing that we're going to do is check what apps use up the most battery and restrict their background actions. So to do that, we're going to go to settings again, then we're gonna scroll to the battery section, and then we're going to press on the scroll down and press on last 7 days to see what apps have been used the most over the past week. So for me, it's just a camera system launcher, but it could be different for you. And just find the apps that use up the most battery, and then we're going to return to the main settings page and press on apps. Here we're going to press on app management and just find the app that you want to change the background actions. For example, I'm just going to use AliExpress for this. Then we're going to press on battery usage and enable or disable allow background activity. So just turn this off. You also have optimized battery use, so you can enable this to auto optimize, don't optimize, or always ask. And if you do this for most of the apps that consume the most battery, this will help with your battery lifetime. So let's move on to the next feature, and that will be to disable location, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and all of that other stuff when not used. So here in the control panel, you have a few features that are enabled all the time, and they consume battery. So this could be Bluetooth, mobile data, Wi-Fi, location, and different other stuff. So for example, if you're not using your location right now, what you could do is just press on this location tag, and it's going to be disabled. Then you can do the same with Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and any other options. And you could also turn on power saving mode, so that could also help you preserve your battery a little. NFC is also not used, so you could disable that and only enable it once you actually want to use NFC with something. Personal hotspot also consumes some battery, and mostly all of these settings that you can play around with and disable, and that should also improve your battery. So let's move on to the next option. So the next thing that we can do to improve the battery life is to manually adjust the brightness on your phone or enable automatic brightness mode. So if you go back to the control panel, we have this brightness slider that allows us to adjust the brightness. So if you want the battery to last for longer, you need to turn down the brightness, or just enable automatic mode, and it will adjust the brightness for you most of the time, and that will help you with the battery life. So that's pretty much it. Let's now move on to the next step. So the next step is to turn off push notifications for mostly non-essential apps. So receiving push notifications from other apps may also consume battery, so if you want to turn that off, we're going to go to settings. We're going to scroll down to notifications and quick settings. Then scroll down again and press manage all under recent app notifications. And here just disable the notifications of the apps that you don't need at all, or apps that you don't frequently use. So for example, you can see when you have received a last notification from an app, and you can enable or disable the notifications based on whatever you want. So just toggle some of these off, and you will see your battery life improve because now they are not running in the background to send you notifications. So let's move on to the next step. So the next step is to remove widgets and live wallpapers. So I have a couple of widgets here. So for example, these cleanup widgets that are live and they react to the amount of storage that could be cleaned up. So they track that and display it right here, and that could also consume battery. So what you want to do is probably remove it. So you can just press on the empty space on your lock screen, then press on this minus icon next to your widget and press remove. And once you've removed all of the widgets, your battery life also may improve. And also if you have a live wallpaper, so you can select a wallpaper. As you can see, one of these live ones, and if it's animated like this, so I'm going to set it up, and as you can see now it's animated. It reacts to my touch, and that could also really drain your battery. So make sure to also turn that off by just switching to a new one by again holding the screen, pressing wallpapers, and just selecting another one. So either a photo or one of these that you can select from right here. Just make sure that it is alive. Now let's move on to the next step. And the last step is going to be to change the battery saving mode options in the settings. So we're gonna go to settings, scroll down to battery, and here we have a few options that we can play around with. So battery mode, you can change from balance mode to power saving mode, or even super power saving mode, and then you can see this is how long the battery is going to last. So with balance mode is 1 day 1 hour, with power saving mode is 1 day and 2 hours, and with super power saving mode it's 1 day and 14 hours. So a big gap right here, and you can select any of those to also extend your power life. And the most important step is to make sure that GT mode is turned off. So GT mode drains your battery pretty fast, but it increases performance, but you don't really need that jump unless you're playing like a game, and even when you're playing games it's better when you're connected to a charger so you don't die mid-game. But make sure that it's turned off when you're actually not using it. And we can also go to power saving settings and play around with these settings. So automatically exit power saving mode, you might want to turn that on or off depending on wherever you want. Automatically enter power saving mode, so when you're at the low battery level it's going to enter power saving mode, and all of these other options that you can play around with. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope it helps you, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel.